Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Maya. If you're not new here, my name is still Maya. I have a candle today. It's Petite Grain from Le Labo. It smells really good. But I want to start lighting more candles, and I definitely shouldn't have inhaled it that close because holy cow. But I felt called to make this video. I've been wanting to do it for a couple of days, but I've just been putting it off. I'm not really sure why. Also, if you can't tell, I have a little bit of a cold. Beautiful. Because I feel like, and you know, whenever I discover something new, I always feel like this, so who knows. But I feel like I have unlocked a secret. Not a secret, but like, I feel like every year when I want to rebrand myself and reintroduce myself, it's not coming from a place of like, I'm okay how I am. It's more from a place of like, there's something wrong with me, I need to change who I am entirely. And I came across this video maybe a week ago, and it was about female archetypes. So if you're not a woman, then I don't know what to tell you right now, but if you're a woman, this video is for you. And I was like watching the video, trying to figure out my archetype, and I just didn't fit a specific one. And I was like, for so long I've been trying to pigeonhole myself into like one specific look, because I like aesthetic things, and I like things to fit very squarely and cleanly into something, and when it doesn't, it makes me stressed out. I'm a very type A person. So when I released that, I was like, well, I don't actually have to fit into one specific archetype. Like, I'm a human being. I think that parts of me are gonna ebb and flow, you know? Also, I love that phrasing. But I was like, none of these archetypes really like capture who I am as a person, and who am I to say that I'm just one of these? So I started doing some research and trying to, also yesterday I'm doing my makeup. I'm not going anywhere. Just like doing my makeup. And I started doing my research and like realized that I was a combination of 4 different archetypes, and that they all fit different parts of my personality. And when I figured that out, I went, this is a little freaky. So ever since, I've been planning my quote-unquote rebrand from a place of like, look how many options I have, and not like, this is one thing about me that I have to change and I have to fix because like I'm no good. And I thought that it could be useful to anybody else out there who feels like they have to quote-unquote lock in, which I'm also making another video before the year ends about stuff that I'm co-signing for the next year, because I saw some girl do it, and I'm gonna find out who it was, because I don't like to not give credit where credit is due, because it was not original idea. But I thought today I would just talk about really quickly about my Pinterest board and some of the stuff that's on it. So my female archetypes were the Sage, the Lover, the Mystic, and the Sovereign. And I definitely resonate with 2 of them the most, which is the Lover and the Mystic. But the Sage and the Sovereign are parts of my personality too. And the Sovereign is the one that I'm the least of. But the Lover and the Mystic, it's different aspects of my life, and I decided that maybe a reason why I feel so stuck and neglected is because I'm ignoring certain aspects of myself. Also, I think I just covered my face. I did. I'm ignoring certain aspects of myself, or sacrificing other aspects, and not taking care of myself as a whole. So I decided that I'm gonna try to do one thing every day that satisfies something for each archetype. And so far, it's been going pretty well. I don't feel terrible. And not that I've been feeling really terrible, but I definitely feel more free than in past years, when I was just trying to pigeonhole myself to be like, you have to fit. Like, I remember 2023, I was so obsessed with Lana Del Rey And like me and my best friend call it horrorcore. And I was so obsessed with trying to fit that aesthetic. Like I would paint my nails a certain color and I would try and do my eyeliner a certain way, and it just didn't feel like me. But I wanted to be perceived that way, but I didn't actually want to embody any of it because it just wasn't who I am. And I feel like for a lot of my life I didn't know who I was, and I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'm only 20 years old. I have yet to become who I fully am, and that's fine. But I think identifying patterns and things that I like and starting to know myself and placing myself into more than one archetype has opened me up to wanting to experience different things and not feeling like I have to look a certain way and be a certain way all the time. Because I've been saying I feel a lot, but I do feel a lot. I have lost a lot of my like childness. I don't know how to phrase it, like my wonder or whimsy. I love whimsy. And I used to be a really funny kid. Like now it's kind of become like dry humor and wit, which is still fun some of the time. But I used to be super, super silly until I became self-conscious. And it makes me sad because I really liked who I was. And I felt the need to change, even though I don't want to say perfectly fine, but I was pretty happy. So I guess tapping into all these different archetypes is really just tapping into different aspects of my personality and who I am. And I think I've been neglecting, a lot of them for so long that now that this was just a big way of me realizing that I'm multifaceted. but like I don't have to be everything to everyone all at once. So I don't know if this was helpful to any of you guys, but I just felt the need to make it. I don't know. There's just a weird feeling. So I guess I can show you my other boards because there's so many archetypes. There's 12 Jung archetypes, which is Carl Jung. I love psychology. And that's definitely something that I want to get into more in my life. Also, this is my chair. Calm down. So the sovereign, and I also assigned a character or person to each archetype to kind of be my touchstone. And obviously we know we have Mother Charlotte York. Like, she's my queen. I love her. I tried so hard to resonate with Blair Waldorf just because I liked the vibe of her, but she's not me. She really isn't. I'm not mean. I'm not that vindictive. And just, that's not me. I like the aesthetic of her, but she's not who I am. And I was so obsessed with trying to fit into a specific thing, and I know I keep saying that, but it was really just hindering me, and it's so upsetting to now realize, but also free to be like, I don't have to be like that TV character. That's a little cuckoo crazy. Anyway, for the lover, obviously Charlotte York. Duh. And I was thinking Snow White from Once Upon a Time because I just love, let's see if I can find any pins. Like, this is so me core. Like, sometimes I just like to feel like a princess. And for the mystic, which I love, I've chosen Hitomi Mochizuki. I am obsessed with Hitomi Mochizuki. Well, I don't want to say obsessed because I don't really believe in parasocial relationships, but I do admire her. I think that she is given a lot to aspire to in just spirituality and groundedness wise. So this mystic is obviously, I want to do more grounding rituals. I like the mysticism of like the moon and all that. And even though it seems silly, it makes me feel good. And I definitely want to get into do yoga. Again, I stopped for a little bit, but I really feel so much better when I do yoga, and I definitely need to go outside more. I don't think I've been outside in like 2 days. Actually, that's not true. I went outside yesterday. So the mystic is more about like spirituality and innerness, like journaling and being reflective and stuff like that. And for me, Hitomi Mochizuki really resonates with that. Also, I always find the word resonate really funny. But anyway, next is the Sage. And for me, that is totally Miranda Hobbs and Rory Gilmore. Like, I just have all these topics that I want to research just for fun. And I saw one thing, let's see, writing essays for yourself. I thought it was so interesting, and I had the thought, before I even came upon the Pinterest board, maybe 2 nights ago, I was like, I kind of just want to start writing essays again, because I love writing, and I haven't written in a long time. And it's just something that I actually enjoyed doing in school, and researching things. So, who's to say I can't do that on my own? Now, I don't know how I'm gonna adapt once I start school back up, but that's a problem for 2026, Maya. So those are my archetypes. There's lots of resources to find your own archetypes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, you can use Gemini or ChatGPT. I'm not a big proponent of those. Like, those are 2 things that I'm giving up in the new year, because I definitely can feel that it's rotting my brain, but it does serve a purpose. Maybe not to the point that you wouldn't know how to raise a child without ChatGPT, because people have been doing that for hundreds of years, thousands of years, millions of years. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I know this feels very like somber and like, and also this is very close to my natural voice. That's another thing, like for so long I forced myself to speak at a higher pitch because I was insecure about my voice, because when I was a kid my voice was so raspy that it would cut out. Like, I still find it funny. I'll watch videos back of me when I was a little kid and I didn't care what anybody thought. And my voice, it was so annoying, but it was so cute. But, I mean, I do speak higher now, just out of habit, but also because I do sing. And it's not really great to talk, to sit this deep in your voice. But, yeah, I think having these different archetypes and different facets of my personality makes me feel whole. Because for so long, like, I was like, oh, I want to be like witchy, like spiritual. But then at other times I'm like, but I also want to be like, the best way I can say it is like Miriam Maisel, and like wear pinup dress. No, I never want to wear pinup dresses, but I like sheath dresses or like 50s dresses or whatever. And then it's like those conflict, and I would just get so in my head about it and think that like I had this whole I had to have this whole perfect plan and like be exactly who this is to the T. And I also got like caught up in making alter egos, and I'm like, this doesn't fit, like nothing is working. And I was so insecure and jealous and mad. But I think that this has opened my eyes a little bit, and I hope it has for you. I know it already sounded like I was gonna end the video like 5 minutes ago, but I just felt like I had to make this video. And even if it helps one person, I think that that is super cool. So thank you. Also, like the video and subscribe if you'd like. And I will see you guys probably tomorrow. All right.